Okay, good morning good morning, afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, gentlemen. And welcome to UkraineDating.tv, the world's first and only by donation video platform that is designed for Western men to meet beautiful Slavic women and win the hearts of Ukrainian women. Shit. Oh. Oops. Okay. I don't know if this went through. Anyway, sorry. So today's topic is three essences of an attractive man. Chris Williamson. Anyway, let me play the video for you guys, and then we can start discussing it.
Do you know who Dr. Robert Glover is? He had 3 essences of an attractive man, and I think it's a really lovely frame. The essence of an attractive man: he's comfortable in his own skin, he knows where he's going, and he has fun while he's going there. Nailed.
Well, gentlemen, and ladies, if any ladies watching, I really doubt it, but anyway. Yes, I always said that, well, confidence. Number one is confidence, okay? And I keep saying that without the first thing, the most important thing in life is to love thyself. So you love yourself, then you are able to love others. If you don't love yourself, nobody will. It doesn't matter what you have, how beautiful you are, handsome or beautiful, how nice you are. If you don't love yourself, that means that you are insecure. And insecurity show. It doesn't matter what you have, how well you're put together. You can have like a killer body, you can have a lot of money, you can be a good looking guy, but if there's something wrong with you, but then you have to go see a therapist or try and figure your state of mind out somehow. Because women are not attracted to men that are not confident. I mean, yeah, some women, the gold diggers, yeah, they're actually would be attracted to men like that because they can easily manipulate them. Men that have insecurities are easily manipulated. Okay, and I know Ukrainian women don't want these kind of men because we want a real man that can make decisions, on the fly. And hi, Anton. Antun, is that how I should say it? Antun, because I know there's a Russian name Anton. Anyway, so my point being that yeah, some women prey on weak men because yeah, it's easy for them to manipulate them. But good woman, she might try and fix you and show you that you're worthy. She sees that you're a good person and you mean well, and she's willing to work on you. Yes, but then again, is you have to be careful. You have to. I mean, to me, I can spot a gold digger a mile away. Like, I mean, if I have my glasses on, I guess. But yeah. So confidence is number one. Okay. Hi, Santos. Anyway, so confidence is number one. So, like I have seen guys that maybe like a 4. I would say like a 4, solid 4. But they were dressed nice, they were groomed, and I'm not saying that you have to, like, I know I see in the West here a lot of men, they do their eyebrows, and I understand if you have a unibrow, please get rid of it. Please get rid of it. No woman likes a unibrow, okay? And it's not that hard, just a little wax, you're done, okay? But please get rid of it. No woman in the world likes the bushy eyebrows, okay? Just unibrow. They can be bushy, but unibrow, no, please. You have to be presentable, okay? The first impression, of course, it shouldn't be everything, but it's a lot. It's a lot. So, like, for example, if you man, so if you go on a date and your date didn't wash her hair, just kind of like wore sweatpants, and even though she's got like a good job, she's smart, she has a nice body, she takes care of herself, but she just looks like a bum. right? It will still leave something in the back of your mind, like why is she not taking care of herself? Why didn't she bother to look good for me? We look at you guys the same way. Put some effort into, into your outfit. Put some effort in your hair. If you don't have hair, who cares? Shave your head, it's fine. But also, guys, like, you guys don't want a fat woman, right? Okay. Or big bone or whatever the heck, person in a larger body. I don't follow this crap. So yeah, like, just fat. So um you don't want that, right? So why would she want somebody who's a slob, who's got like dirty hands, and again, if you're digging if you're digging in uh in the soil, I don't know, like if you're working with your hands like a mechanic. Hi Pat. Pat, by the way, I've seen a picture of you and Svetlana with dolphins. Oh my god. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute, in a few minutes. Okay. So basically, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so you want your woman to take care of herself, right? To be presentable, to look good. So you put some effort in yourself too. If you just And if you don't know how to dress, I don't like ask, if you have a friend that is dressed pretty fly, ask him for some pointers. If you don't know how, like, ask me. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah, Ukrainian women do like men in the suit. I don't know about men in uniforms, and not my thing, but whatever. Everybody, all women, most women like in this men in the suit, but that doesn't mean that you have to go on a date in a suit. I'm just saying that, like, when you look presentable, when you just clean cut, you don't have to like wear Armani suit, or maybe a blazer and a t-shirt underneath, so it's like semi-casual, semi-formal kind of thing. You can wear jeans, you know you can wear just sporty shoes, not necessarily running shoes with that outfit, but depends, like, if you can wear like maybe some Adidas nice shoes. It's Listen, first impressions are not everything, but they're a lot. That's why there's a saying, do not judge the book by its cover, because first impressions mean a lot. So you again, so what was the second one? So the man that knows what he wants in life, right? And that's 100%. Yes, sure. You don't have to be like a millionaire. You don't have to be already have all stuff figured out, but you have to have a goal, and you have to be determined, have aspirations to do what you need to do. And when the woman sees that you're trying, that perseverance, that's what that means a lot, you know so you don't have to be like super accomplished. Just know what you need to do in life. What are your goals? That's why when you meet the woman, you sit down, and not maybe not the first date, but first date should be something very easy. You guys get together, have a coffee, but not don't bother with expensive dinners, because it first of all, like, when I was growing up, and this my grandma told me a long time ago. If a man takes you out on a very fancy dinner, the very first date, and showers you with a bunch of stuff, flowers, this, that, just stay the heck away from him, because that he's obviously trying to already purchase something from that's between your legs. Okay, so I was raised that, first date, just get to know the person. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Just go for a walk. And I know in the West, women go like, walk. Ugh, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with that? I don't understand the Western beliefs, or whatever the heck you want to call it. If I don't know. I don't want to use the word what I really think about it, because yeah. Anyway, but the point is, like, here, I mean, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women here, and especially nowadays, they expect this lavish dates, the first date, and then um yeah, expensive presents right away in the beginning of a relationship. No, like I mean, I've been with my man for over a year. Like I don't even know how much he makes. I have rough idea. I never asked him. I don't care for it because why? Because it has nothing to do with me. Like he already like he pays for all the dates. He buys the groceries. All I do is cook. So and yeah, sometimes we go out. Like he pays for entertainment, but I pay my own bills. Okay, so I'm not here. I wasn't there like waiting, looking for a man to just come and swoop me off my feet and then start taking care of me. No, I wanted to find a true love, and this is what the kind of women that we have on Ukraine dating. Okay, so I mean match what that anyway. So point is that yeah, here women they all want to get married. Oh, there you go. Where's it? Right there. Anyway, so um, 1 second. Okay, how much? Okay, let's see, Santos. How much do you consider the date to be lavish? 300 US is what the Santos? Are you out of your mind? $300? Okay, so American, I would. How much is it going to be in Canadian? Roughly like 375, something like this. This is like will take care of my what to take would take care of my bills. Well, especially in the summertime, like water, gas. Like, why? That's a month worth of bills. If you can find, you can even find some like good street food. Like I find that a lot of the best foods are like really street food, like food trucks. That way you can go for a walk, get some fresh air. Unless it's really cold outside, yeah, okay, I don't recommend that. But something like, I mean, $50 should be more than enough for a first date. Like I don't see the reason why would you want to. Okay, first, why? Okay, a woman, just like a man, is an investment. Okay, so in the relationship, it's all about investing, right? You invest your feelings, you invest your time, and time is money. And time is the one thing in this world that people take for granted. They think, oh, I'm young, I'm this, I'm young and beautiful. I can just be, dating left and right. All these men want me, blah blah blah. No, time catches up so fast. I just it feels like just yesterday I was a little kid running around, in my shorts climbing trees, and here I am, 43-year-old woman. It's like it feels like I just blinked and I'm 43. So and and the thing is, yes, you can have all the money in the world, but and then if you don't have health, all the money in the world is means nothing. Okay, it means f all. Okay, because how can you enjoy life if you're in constant pain, if you're in you can't walk, or you have to have some kind of what's that thing called, like when dialysis or whatever. Yeah, dialysis. So you have to go to the hospital every day. How can you possibly enjoy life when you know that you might die any moment? And just like Steve Jobs, when like he was filthy rich, he was a multi-millionaire. I'm not sure. I didn't really look into how much he had the money, but before he died, he was saying his manifesto. No, is it? Anyway, so he was saying that he would have traded all the money in the whatever he had, all the money, because it was useless, because he knew he was dying. He was dying fast, not like like my great grandma went to sleep and never woke up, right? He was suffering. So I keep telling people, like, first things first, concentrate on yourself. And happiness is not something that somebody else can give you. Okay, you can't just come into someone's life and then they give you happiness. No, happiness is a state of mind. Okay, if you are not happy within your body, within your mind, within your soul, nobody can make you happy. No money in the world can make you happy. No person, whether they throw rose petals while you walk, nobody can make you happy. Okay, so first things first, work on yourself. Okay, if you don't love yourself, nobody will. Nobody will. You can, like I said before, you can have all the money in the world, you can be the best looking person, but if you don't love yourself, it shows. It shows so easy. Like it shows, especially to Ukrainian women. We I mean, seriously, we can read people, not necessarily completely right through, but because we don't look at people as, walking bank machines, or we look at them differently. Like me personally, I don't care. Like, I love my men so much that no money in the world, if somebody is better looking, younger, or with tons of money came into my life and be like, hey, leave him, just be with me, I'd be like, get the hell out of my face. Okay, no, because like in the West, I'm looking at this, like, whatever happened to like falling in love with the character, falling in love with the person. It's like people, they have these lists in the US, like they have to check off, it's like, okay, how much does he make? Does he make six figures? No. Okay, gone. Next. So okay. Do. Okay, so hi everyone. Hello, broadcast Dave. Oh, Irina came to visit. You can have an amazing date with 2 cups of yes, 2 muffins, and feel this chemistry and compatibility. Then expensive dinner where you're being asked who you are. Exactly, Irina. Hi, Ирочка. Спасибо, что пришла. Yeah, exactly. Uh, well, you don't exactly, you really don't need. And then, okay, so let's say you go to a fancy restaurant, right? You spend this $300, like fancy whatever. I've been to fancy restaurants, not worth the food. Yeah, and sometimes the ambience, the atmosphere is good. Food, yeah, but food usually is not even worth it. I know I can cook better than any restaurant that I've been in. I can cook way better. Why would I want to go out to eat? We sometimes go out as a date, a date night, whatever. There's a very nice vegan restaurant that's in a very nice hip neighborhood. It's a nice walk. They have a nice coffee shop across the street. So we make it once a month. We go there, and sometimes if we go to like we went to Symphony, Tchaikovsky. No, wait, was it? Yes, Tchaikovsky. And we went to this fancy restaurant. It was 5 course meal. Actually, it was not bad, and it was a decent price because it was $94 because it came as a package to the symphony. Right? Otherwise, it would have probably cost $300, and I would not let him spend that much. No. And again, you have to find a woman that is uncomfortable with spending your money. Okay, because if she gets too comfortable, then that's it. Like, she's just gonna be milking you and stuff. So I feel uncomfortable. So whenever if we go shopping and then I want something, like even went yesterday and I needed something from Sephora, some serum for my face, and I didn't have the original one that I buy. So there was a smaller one that's twice as expensive, and it's still within the price. It was only $31, but I don't really overspend on cosmetics and stuff. But even then, I'm like, "Are you sure you want to buy it?" He's like, "It's only $15 more, and as long as you're happy, right?" But I ask because it's not my money. Even if we got married, I'd probably be doing the budget because I'm pretty thrifty. I'm not cheap. I'm thrifty. I know where to shop, where to get the best deals. Um, where not to shop, quality control, everything, right? So that's how Ukrainian women are as well. See, Irina says hello. Hello, everyone. Yes, Irina's is here. Irina, I'll be watching you tomorrow for sure. Okay, which achievements have you got? Blah blah, and feel so bored. Exactly. I've been on dates before, like fancy ones, because guys because they look at me and I'm well put together. I take care of myself. I dress nice. I care of myself well. So they're thinking, oh, okay, she's probably like high maintenance, and they take me to this fancy restaurant. I don't like the food, but I don't want to be ungrateful and say, why have you taken me here? And I don't even like the food. So, and it makes the situation awkward, and especially if you go on a first date and then you're stuck, in a restaurant, when if you have like 3 course meal, let's say, right? And then you guys don't even get along, right? And then if you have nothing in common, then you're stuck sitting in that restaurant waiting for the to finish that food fast, and then just to get the hell out. The first, and but if you go to a coffee shop, or yeah, like get some street food, then you can just turn around and leave anytime you want. and and it's not gonna break the bank. Let's say, like, I would feel awful if I went on a date and then the guy spent so much money, and then it's like, well, I don't really like you, right? And that's what I'm saying. That's why it puts pressure on women as well. Like in the West, yes, I noticed that women, it's fine, and there has to be 5-star restaurant. Like, what do you bring? Anyway, so back to the topic, and then have fun while doing it. Achieving your goals, right? So yeah, like I said before, happiness is a choice. Okay, is a choice. So if you decide that being healthy and having good laughs and having deep conversations and having but doing activities together, going hiking, going, I don't know, going boating, or just going for a walk, or just doing stuff together, if that makes you happy, then that's it. But then if you put money in before anything else, it's like, well, no, material things make me happy, then no, then it's never enough. It will never be enough. If you like, okay, I used to have this friend, and she gave me these coasters as my birthday presents. And anyway, so one of the coasters was saying that, um if you don't think that money can buy you happiness, no, no, people that say that money doesn't buy you happiness don't know where to shop. I thought it was funny, because it is funny, but it's not true. Okay, I have I've mentioned before, I used to be friends with this girl, and she was dating this guy who was super duper rich, but it doesn't matter. He would give her 10,000 a week to spend, and it was in 2000s. Okay, 2000. He would give her 10, 15,000 a week to spend, and it was still never enough. And she cheated on him, and she treated him like shit. And like, sometimes I think, no, I don't think, I know men put themselves in these situations when they start dating a woman that looks good, but then she's just really rotten inside. It doesn't matter. You can put so much makeup on. If you look ugly on the inside, it shows. It shows. It no matter if you're a woman or a man. If you're ugly on the inside, I can see the ugliness on the outside. That's all I see. I don't see. You can be 10 out of 10, but if you're ugly on the inside, this is I only see a zero. That's it. So basically, anyway, so back to, yeah. So you have to have fun doing what you do. Okay, so enjoying life, and finding happiness in simple things, like I said, going for a walk, watching a movie, and having a lazy day, just staying in bed with your loved one, doing nothing, just stuffing your face, like have a cheat day and just eat whatever you want, right? I'm talking about people that are on a diet. I'm not. So yeah, I can just eat whatever I want whenever I want. So but my point is, find somebody that loves you for you, that loves to spend time with you, that loves your company, loves to hear your stories, loves to hear your jokes, you know, because in the end, that's all we have. You're not gonna take money to the grave. I mean, you probably could. But is it gonna do you any good? Some people that know that you've been buried with that money are gonna dig you up that night and just take all the money out. I mean, come on. So I I pity people that always care about money, and all they care about is money, because it's money is an illusion to begin with. Like, what do you really need out of life to be happy? Ask yourself that. Because I asked myself, and I all I can say is I want to be healthy, and I want to be loved, and I want to love. That's all I want in life. Yes, of course, I want to travel, and I want to go shopping, but to me, I went shopping and I found, okay, so I'm an artist, so I went to a store and I bought like all these canvases, 10 canvases for $13. And the funny thing is, this store was right next door to Michael's, which is an art store. And these a pack of 10 exactly the same is like what, like 70 some bucks, something like this. So yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love to shop, but I like to shop and find best deals. And then I'm so excited because I'd be like, I would even text my man and be like, oh, guess what I found? Oh my god, this is on sale, la la la. It makes him happy because he knows that I know the value of the dollar. I don't go spending money, and I know he has money, right? I don't know how much, I don't care how much, and I know he can afford to buy me expensive things, but do I really want these expensive things? No. And another reason why I'm not attached to um material things is because all it could take is just a fire in your house. I don't know, let's say your house is not insured, or some things are sentimental, they burn down, and then you have nothing, and you have to start from scratch again. And was it Marcus Aurelius said, where is my Marcus Aurelius book? Should be here somewhere. Anyway, the way he lived his life, even though he was an emperor, but he was not of royal blood, and he knew that, he said that don't get attached to material things because they really don't mean anything. If you can detach from material things, then your life is going to be so much happier. Because I just don't I me personally, I don't understand when people put money above anything else. Because like I said, when you're old and I can't imagine a couple that their marriage is based on her looks and his money. That will never last. Okay, so in the end, like when you, okay, let's say it does last, and you, okay, so well, first of all, she's probably gonna be a lot younger than him, so he's gonna die first, unless some kind of freak accident, whatever. But the point is, when you're dying on when you're just on your deathbed, like when you look back in your at your life, you're gonna be fulfilled. Like, are you gonna be proud of your life? Are you just even look at it right now, like it what what makes you happy? Like, if the money makes you happy, then you have issues, and I want nothing to do with you. Like, it's like, even like women that get all these procedures done on their face, and right, so, and it becomes an addiction, and they do a little here, injections here and here and there, and then it just, oh, want more and more and more. This is the mentality in the West. People are freaking hungry for all of it, like not just food, and we can probably obviously tell that Western people overeat, but it's just an abundance of everything. So people just so like, oh, look, they're always looking where's the grass that's greener. Women always looking like, oh well, her husband bought her this ring, like, or bought her that, how come you not buying me this? Like, what when I like I said, when I was growing up and I was watching my grandparents, like I said, my parents, the opposite of role models when it comes to love life, whatever. It didn't want that. When my parents got divorced, I was like, I never want to get married, none of that. But then I was also always watching my grandparents, how it was, their relationship was based on love and respect, nothing more. She loved him for him. He loved her for her. Both good looking. My grandma was a knockout when she was young. She's in her, what, 85. She looks like probably like maybe 75 at most. And she took care of him when he was like, for the last 3 years of his life, his health was deteriorating bad, and she took care of him. And she could have left him. She still had men telling her, "Hey, listen, well, he's dying. Like, I'm next in line. Can I be your man?" She's like, "Get the hell out. Get the hell away from me. No, that's it. I've met with the love of my life. I lived I lived a fulfilling life with him. That's it. I'm done. I don't want, and that's it. I'm done. Basically, that's it. So, and I watched them. And they both worked. She catered to him. He catered to her because, and it wasn't like, oh, I do this for you. You do something back for me. No, she did things for him because she loved him, and she still does. She still does. Every time I talk to her, she still tells me how much she misses him and how wonderful of a husband he was. And he was an amazing person, amazing man. And like, I was not his real like, it was not, I was not his biological granddaughter, but he loved me. He loved me like his own. He raised me. I didn't even find out until I was 7 years old. He was not my biological grandpa because my bio. Anyway. So okay, let's see. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's temporary with this money happiness. Yeah. It's not even happiness. It's like it's more of a, the drug addict. It's not even about the drug. It's about this feeling, the rush that they get. Um, the rush that they get, like, food, this euphoria. But then after you feel this, and the more drugs you do, the more drugs you need to feel that, and it slowly becomes less and less and less euphoria. So then you need more and more, and then from there you need to move on to something stronger. Like, you start doing, first you start doing cocaine or blow, and then next thing, okay, well, this is not doing it. I've seen people destroy their lives, and I'm just saying, like cocaine, for example, just as an example in this. And then they move to crack cocaine, and then that's not enough because then they built up the tolerance. Then they move on to like heroin and stuff, and then it's never enough, and then they die, and then they freaking die. So what is the, like, what's the need of this next chase? Like, oh, next I need a purse, like this Birkin bags. I just recently learned about them. I watched the video. This woman, she went behind her husband's back, and they had a joint account, and she bought a Birkin bag, which was 60 something, $63,000. It was not even a brand new one. It was a used freaking Birkin bag. It was ugly. I looked at it. It's ugly. I wouldn't even wear. I would not want it for free. If somebody gave it to me for free, I'd probably sell it and keep the money. But it's ugly. It's so freaking ugly. I don't understand. And I seen this Balenciaga bag. That's like basically garbage bag. It looks exactly like garbage bag. That was the whole idea behind this purse, and it was $3,700. What? Why? Anyway, let's see. Okay. I heard before you take a Ukrainian lady to a place like McDonald's, generally speaking, she still think you are a stingy person. What is your opinion on this? First of all, don't ever take Ukrainian woman to McDonald's. That's a slap on the face. We don't eat poison. And McDonald's, it's not food. It's not food. It's poison. Have you ever seen? Okay, I watched this video a while back. This couple. So this guy inherited his grandpa's house when the grandpa passed away, and he was doing renovation. He was cleaning out the basement, and he found a bag, McDonald's bag. It had a burger, fries, in it, and I guess it was untouched, and it was from early 70s, 1970s. And it looked exactly like they just bought it. Do you understand? Like, if you throw um McDonald's food on the ground, the ants won't eat it. So why are you eating this crap? First of all, no. I mean, if a guy asked me, "Do you want to go to McDonald's?" Yeah, I would go to McDonald's, and I would only have coffee. There's nothing out of there, and I mean nothing. Not even salad is good. That's just disgusting. And Ukrainian women, we take care of ourselves. We don't eat crap. Okay, so don't ever take Ukrainian woman on a date. That, yeah, I mean, if the guy be like, "Oh, you want to go to McDonald's?" I'll be like, "No, I'd rather starve." Um, and it has nothing to do because it's cheap. No, we can listen. I know restaurants where you can get a meal for $10, $10, even under $10, and it's a good meal. McDonald's just don't even mention that to Ukrainian woman. Ugh, and that's the Western, that they in the West you eat McDonald's, we don't. So let's see to do. Okay, there. Thank you. I rest my case. Take her. Hi, anonymous cat. Never seen you here. Take her to a nice restaurant. Say and say to her, "You're wearing that outfit." Well, yeah. I guess in the West, yeah. You okay? Okay. Let's see what else you said. Anonymous cat. Meow. Starting forming the trauma bond. Okay. Then you will own her. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about, anonymous cat. Like, okay, tell her that's what you're wearing. And this is you're trying to play with the psyche of a woman to say these things. Like, Ukrainian woman will not fall for this. What you said, well, that's what you're wearing because we're classy, so we dress nice. And if you don't like the outfit, then you probably just like Western outfits. Um, and I've seen those. Anyway. Okay, Santos, let's see. What do you think for an introvert man? The chance of success will be higher than with introvert ladies or extrovert? Well, I heard that opposites attract. Um, and in a lot of cases, it's true. For example, I know, well, that depends on what kind of an introvert you are. Like, I'm an introvert myself, but I can be an extrovert. That's the thing about introverts. The beauty of being an introvert, you can be an extrovert if you wanted to. You just choose not to be. I choose very careful the people that I let in my life or the people that I'm around because I'm very protective of my energy. And yeah, so I personally prefer introverted people. I really don't like loud people. I just don't. It's just kind of, it's like me, that's, I never wanted to be in the spotlight of anything, like, even if I had an opportunity to become like a Hollywood star. No, you have no private life. I like to keep things private because the more you're out there, the more you put your life on the display, the more issues you're gonna have. People will always try and butt in. If you're happy, they're gonna try and mess it up for you, because people just jealous and envious. That's why I'm very protective of my personal space, of my personal life. Yes, I do talk about it as an example, but you don't know who my man is. You will never find out. I mean, so yeah, I don't have any social media, so what I tell you, that's pretty much all you're gonna ever find out. Unless, I don't know, unless you see me on the street, even then probably not. I don't really like to go out much, but the Ukrainian women, the most, the, okay, I want to say, like, most Ukrainian women, I find them being introverted, educated, like to read, um, like to keep to themselves, and just like to spend time with their family and friends. And the Ukrainian women don't really like to go out much, as far as the ones that I know. Mm, the Russian ones, the Russian women that I know here in Calgary, in Canada, they all like to party and stuff like this. Ukrainian women, all the Ukrainian women I know, they don't like to go out and party. But again, it's just like I said, it's not like all the Ukrainian women are good, or the Western women are bad. It's like bad apples everywhere. Okay, there's a degenerate in every race, in every nation, whatever. It doesn't matter. There are bad apples no matter where you go. So And guys, like I said before, um, sometimes you guys, you see the beautiful woman, like she's beautiful, and it just stops you and it tracks you like a deer in the lights. You don't know what to do. You're like so mesmerized. Oh, she's beautiful, and you just think that beauties that like skin deep beauties. But again, also I find it in the West a lot of men, they look at the girl, she's beautiful, okay, so then they just bend over backwards to buy her things, and just try and keep her happy, because that's all they care about, is just I want an eye candy next to me, right? And then she just milks, she takes the money, destroys life, and then leaves or whatever. And I don't feel sorry for these men. I don't. When you knowingly go in a relationship where you just well, she's pretty, that's the only quality she needs to have. Yeah, one car accident, she's ugly, then what? Then then that guy is gonna move on to the next one. I don't feel sorry for men that chase beauty and then get effed over. Okay, no sympathy, no empathy, nothing. I laugh at those people, I laugh at those guys, I laugh at the women that they only chase men with money. They have no standards, they'll just date anyone, they don't care, like, oh yeah, I'm 25, he's 65, who cares, he's ugly but he pays for everything. Yeah. Then, like, what you guys don't like, what most people don't understand, that um the energy the energy, this is how this whole universe goes round and round. is it's all about the energy and vibrations. So I when I feel someone's energy is not the right energy, bad vibrations, that's it, you're out of my life, I don't give you a freaking chance, not even for a second. The energy, well, again, I'm a very intuitive person. um I don't want to say I'm not a psychic, but I do have, sometimes I dream and then they become true. Usually bad dreams, but anyway, and the good ones too, but usually just bad. So, but so I'm just saying that I know a lot of women, the Ukrainian women, will resonate with me, that they just want good energy in the house, and I just want to be happy, have day to day life, sometimes go on the application, but just have, like, to me, the happiest time, like, in the day, is like when my man is coming home and I'm cooking dinner, and then I see him and then we eat dinner and he loves it. That's the happiest day, that's the happiest moment of my life, my day. And then it just gets better and better. So find yourself a woman that just was waiting for you to come home, to feed you good food, give you a massage, and that's what you'll get with Ukrainian women, that at least the ones that we have here, that like I said, they're all vetted, they all want a serious relationship, and there's so many, like, there's what, about 2,000 ladies that we have. So okay, you might not click with the first one or the second one, but there's another 1998, women out there. So um try it out. You have a month free, you can do the video dating, and just have the feel, do the test, the SMV test, sexual, no, SMV, no, okay, sexual man value or something, yeah, okay. Do that. It's gonna be different because, like I said, I don't find Eastern European men good looking. I just don't. I don't. I do not. Yes, of course, there are some gorgeous ones. Yes, but average Eastern European man is mm, at least 2 points below the Western man. And I find it's crazy. I keep telling. Okay, so Russian men, not Ukrainian, but Russian men, for some reason, they look like they're 18 when they're like 12, and when they're 18, they look like already 35. and they stay looking 35 until they're about 55. So go figure. Anyway, I'm like I said, this is just my own preference. No, I just don't. I don't find them handsome. They're very handy though. I must tell you this one. This one thing that Ukraine, like Eastern European men, Russian men, Ukrainian men, they're handy. Okay, they can fix pretty much anything in the house. This is what I do. I like that quality about Eastern European men, that they're very handy. And I mean, listen, I was just thinking, right? So let's say a zombie apocalypse happens. Who the hell would you what, like women with these purses, fake lashes? Okay, so they don't know how to cook. They did these nails. Men, they date. They can't fix anything. They would be the first ones to go. All right. I know I'll be able to go and even live in the forest because I know how to forage mushrooms. I know which are poisonous, which are not. So anywho, so my point being is that you have to find someone who has the same values as you. Okay, so that's very important. You have to talk about this in, maybe not like I said, not the first date. First date, just have the feel for each other. Like if there's some sexual tension, sometimes you can talk to a person and you think, oh, they're good looking or whatever, but then you meet them in person, it's completely different dynamics. So that's happened to my friend. She was talking to this guy a while back, and she showed me pictures of him. He was looking good, and but then when she saw him in person, he was still good looking. And and even though they got along so good while they were talking, but once they met in person, it was weird for her, it was weird for him. It was nothing there. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Da, 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 da. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see. Sexual market value. Yes, Santos. Do you think that development, the chance of success will be higher with introverted? Um, like I said, again, it's different. Like I've seen couples where she's an extrovert, he's an introvert, and vice and the other way around, and it works, right? Depends on what kind of an introvert you are. Just like me, I could be with an extrovert. I choose not to be. I don't even like alpha males. I like sigma because I'm a sigma myself, and that's what my man is like. And don't no alpha, no beta, no nothing, just sigma. Yes, Santos, that's what I meant to do. Okay. Do Ukrainian ladies generally prefer to marry Ukrainian or foreign men? Foreign men. Foreign men. Okay. Western men. What basis that Joe use his calculator? He's not an image consultant. Well, he didn't come up with this. He didn't come up with this test, okay? It was made by psychologists. Come on, merely opinion. Okay. Why for a man? Okay. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Because so Eastern European man, because it's in our culture. A woman, that's her job. Okay, I was raised, it was my job to clean and cook and do the laundry and do all this stuff around the house. The man doesn't touch anything in the house. It's all we do. We have to have dinner ready for the man. In it's funny because in the West it's like happy wife, happy life. In Ukraine it's the other way around. The man is happy, the family is happy, okay, because he's the breadwinner. And I'm not saying that Ukrainian women don't work, but the man is the head of the house. And I guess they just take Ukrainian and Eastern European women for granted. They're like, oh, first of all, there are less men in the world than women. So to all men that think, oh, I'm such a loser, nobody wants me, snap the heck out of it. Okay, there are more women than men in this world, and once you start realizing that you have an upper hand, that you All you have to do is gain some confidence. Go work out, man. You skinny, go work out. You fat, go on a diet. Again, work out. You can improve yourself. Anybody can, okay? It's just a matter of you believing in yourself. It's a matter of you doing things for yourself. Listen, like I said before, don't wait for someone to come and fix you, okay? Or provide you with stuff. And that goes both ways, not just men and women as well. No, don't just wait for somebody to come into your life and make you freaking happy, okay? It's not how it works. You have to be happy with yourself first, love yourself first, then the things might happen. But so back to your question. So yeah, Eastern European men, they just raised that way. Mama takes care of daddy, and you, and mama takes care of the household. The man doesn't have to do anything around the house. Maybe take out garbage, maybe, but even that. So they just got so used to it, kind of like Western women got used to Western men buying everything for them and spoiling them, and now they're like, well, why is this happening? You let this happen. Okay, so the same thing. We let these men, a lot of them are abusive. Okay, so they think they rule over a woman, and then I guess we just got sick and tired of this crap. Okay, I don't want a man to tell me what I can and cannot do, or like force me into doing stuff. Right? That's not how the relationship works. And again, the relationships should be based on love and respect. So maybe when I was single, I could have worn some nice outfit that, a little too sexy, but right now I'm not going to. I guess I'm not at that age anyway, even though I do still have the body. But when once, so yes, I would understand if I put some skimpy outfit, we're going out, and it was some trash. Well, I don't have trashy outfits, but let's pretend I did. Okay, so I put something too sexy, too revealing, and then he would say, no, baby, no, you can't wear that. And I understand that, because he doesn't want to that he doesn't want other men to look at parts of my body that should be only seen by him. So yes, in that sense, I do understand if he's. But then again, if you have at least two brain cells working, you should know that this outfit should not be worn outside. Yeah, maybe if you role play, yeah, you can wear some kinky outfits at home for him. But that would be disrespectful if you wear something where something too much showing, right? Especially if he asks you not to. All right, but you have to have at least two brain cells working to know that this is not the right outfit. Okay, you should not even. No, you should not wear it outside. So, okay, now let's see. Happy, happy house, happy. Yes, I've never heard that one, but this is on point. Yes, Sver. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I wish I knew, because I don't want to mispronounce it. Sounds maybe this has with the gender roles in the family. Well, the thing is, gender roles, like I said, gender roles in in the East, it's always the man who's the head of the house, right? So, and yes, women tend to cook, clean. Like when I was growing up, I was just watching my grandma, great grandma, my mom. Whenever auntie came to visit, cook, I just fell in love with it too. Because who doesn't like to eat? Hello, who does not like to eat? Who doesn't like to eat good food? But in the West, I'm sorry, but in the West, I don't eat this junk. I don't eat this food. Like I have issues. I don't trust restaurants, because I don't know what they put in stuff. So no, I cook every day, every single day. I cook. Like I said, once a month, maybe we go out to eat, or sometimes it's like really hungry or not. No, not even that, because I can control my hunger. I do intermittent fasting, so I don't eat for at least 8 hours, at least usually 10, 12 hours that I don't eat, because I just don't need to eat. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, so David here wrote me. You can't read it. Okay, so David here says, so the first essence of an attractive man is that he has enough money to be happy, but he doesn't put above anything else. Is that the message? No, it's not. Okay, I guess I will repeat it again. To me, okay, let's just base things on just my opinion. Okay, so again, when I see a man that is happy within himself, let's pretend I'm single. Okay, so see a man that is happy within himself, that if he driving an okay car, having an okay job, doesn't have to be anything extravagant, but he's happy where he is. That's all I would ever want, because I want to be with someone who is happy. Okay, and I keep saying happiness is based only on you. Only on you. Your own happiness is only you. Yes, of course, having a person that brings you more happiness because they love you and they treat you well, of course it takes it over the top. But if you're not happy with who you are in your body, in your mind, there's if you're insecure, nobody in this world can make you happy. It doesn't matter how many compliments they give you. They can tell you how beautiful you are every day, but if you look at yourself in the mirror and all you see is ugly because you have some issues in your head, okay, then that person can say you're beautiful and you'd be like, oh, what, you're just lying to me. I know because I've been through this. When I was in an abusive relationship and the person told me all the time that I was ugly, and then when people told me compliments that I'm beautiful, I would take it as an insult. I'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why would you say that? I know I'm not beautiful, blah blah blah. So I was messed up in the head, and it was only me. Okay, I couldn't blame it on anyone else. Yes, I was in an abusive relationship, but it was my decision to stay in there, and it took me freaking 15 years to get out of it. Okay, yes, there was a lot of manipulation going on, but and at some points couldn't leave. Whatever. But my point is that it was my decision. I understand if you're being trafficked and chained to the pipe or something. Yeah, okay, you can't just make decisions on your own. Yes, but I said, when the person, a man, woman, have confidence, they look better. I can even smell it in the air that the person is, they love themselves. There's a difference between loving thyself and being in love with yourself, okay? Because when you're too much in love with yourself, that's a no to me. Ugh. No. So, okay, let's see. Da, 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 da. Okay. Beach Panda here is going on a rant. Let's see what you got to say. Western ruin women's values. The Westerners, yes. No matter where the woman is from, just needed 3 months of dating with Brazilian model. I'm a solid 9 and 5. Why ended? I travel a lot, 6 to 7 months time, and I don't stay at resorts to spend stupid money to impress myself. Exactly. Okay. Her common straw that ended it all was she's not as simple as I am. But that's the thing. But who the heck wants a complicated person? Ugh. I keep saying that best things in life are free. Okay. Free. Think about that. Best things in life are free. Normal travel at US and 1K a month, or resort at 5K. Um, yeah, listen, you know what? I'm the same way. I will try and save a buck where it needs to be saved. Let's say, well, even when I go shopping for clothes, right? Even if I could afford something that's, let's say, I don't know, $200 for like some t-shirt, Would I want to? Would I ever do that even if I had extra $200 to spend? Heck no. Why? Why? Just because, like, I'll tell you this one story. I don't know if I told you. I told this story so many times because this is just, it's a perfect example of stupidity. Okay. So I had this friend and we were going to all white party. This is a rave. I was in my 20s. Anyway, so she had this sugar daddy that was giving her like tens of thousands a week. It's a different girl. Okay. So anyway, from the Russian one. Anyway, so we were going to all white party and decided like every time we would go to big raves, we always get outfits, brand new outfits, and yeah. So because I have a budget. I've always had a budget on everything, okay? Because that's how I live my life. I came from a poor family. When I was growing up in communism, everybody was equally poor. So I learned to live within my needs. Okay, so anyway, long story short, shorter. Anyway, so I bought a t-shirt, plain t-shirt. I still have it, and it still looks like brand new. And plain t-shirt, $5 I spent. Okay, bought it for $5 because I'm like, who cares? I'm gonna be sweating because I'm gonna be dancing, and if somebody spills some stuff on me, who cares? I can just throw it out. It's $5. Actually, I could use it for rags. That's my Ukrainian mentality. I use t-shirts. I use them for eggs, especially for my art supplies when I clean my brushes and stuff. Anyway, so back to my story. So and then she bought a Gucci shirt which was 700. I don't want. I it's 730, 750, something like this. It was freaking ridiculous. Okay. And the only okay, so it was plain exactly the same. This was V neck, and it had like right here, it had like a tiny, Gucci logo. Can't see it. You can't see it unless you have a binocular and binoculars to look, or you go and bend over and look. So I was like, why would you like? Why would you want to spend that much money on plain freaking white T-shirt? She's like, oh, but it's Gucci. I'm like, who the hell's gonna know it's Gucci? Who? It's a rave. It's dark in there. Nobody can see it. And most people are so high they can't even see their hand in front of them. Like, why? And I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, you stupid. I'm like, all it would take somebody spilling some drink on you. That's it. And that's not gonna happen. And guess what? We get there, and within the first 20 minutes, because the rave was going on for like at least 7, 8 hours or something. And anyway, so guess what happened? Exactly that's what happened. Somebody spilled red Gatorade on her. And guess what? Her whole night was ruined. There's no re-entry, so she couldn't go home and change. And her whole night was ruined. Okay, and the t-shirt was ruined because she couldn't get that stuff out. So that's, but again, she didn't care because it was coming from her sugar daddy. So anyway, so that's my point. Like you can have me personally, I can have a lot of, like, you give me $1,000, I'll probably go on a good vacation for two, probably find it. Nowadays, like, why overspend if you don't have to? But that's my mentality, and this is how Ukrainian women think. Like, especially if we're in the union and like we take care of the budget, right? So we want to save, like, in every way possible. If we don't have to spend $100 here, then we don't want to spend it because we want to think. We think ahead, for the rainy day, because rainy days happen, and then I see the people in the West, they're kind of loose with this, because they can get credit here, they can borrow money from the bank. Like, when I was growing up, nobody could borrow anything from anyone. Okay, and definitely not money. I mean, maybe from your friends, but there was no such thing. You can go to the bank and ask for the credit. We didn't even have no bank. I remember the first time hearing about a bank even existing. I was in my early teenage years. We didn't have no banks. Maybe we did, but not like here. Anyway, so my point is that, yes, find yourself someone who can have fun with a lot of money and without a lot of money. Again, happiness is a state of mind. Once you Okay, you have to be realistic. So what are the things that make you happy? Okay, you have to ask the woman what makes her happy. And don't be afraid to ask. Okay, because if you don't ask questions, you will not know. That I have no problems asking questions. I always ask questions. If I don't know what this word means, I will stop you in the mid sentence and say, hey, I don't know what this word means. What does this mean? Okay, because I want to learn. So knowledge is power. Okay, and I see these Western men that they're dating these shallow women that really, and again, not bashing Western women. I'm sure there are plenty. Like I said, I know the Russian woman that she's so shallow that if you just like this, she will shatter because she's just like a Christmas ornament. There's nothing inside, absolutely nothing, no soul, nothing. Just all she cares about is money. So um yes, find yourself someone who has same values. Ask questions. Um, find out. I mean, if you don't ask, you'll never know. Because most people don't even want to tell you what their deepest, darkest secrets, right? They don't want to tell you what's wrong with them, and it's best you find out sooner than later, right? And I don't know, maybe it's easy for me to see who the gold digger is, like the gold diggers because I'm a woman, or I don't think that no, I think anybody with common sense, like at least a quarter of a brain working, can spot gold digger. They're not that hard to spot. Come on. Anyway, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, happy king, happy kingdom. Ah, yeah, you're right. If he's the king, but don't forget, if he's the king, she's the queen, right? And I always thought that if you're in a relationship, you are a union. There's no I. Because even now, it's like every time I think of buying some food or something, I'll be like, hey baby, we need this, we need that. There's no I need this. No, we need this. I mean, yeah, okay, like if I need something for cosmetics, like I said, like I needed some eye serum and I was all out, so yeah, I need it, okay, but we buy it. Well, he pays it. I buy it. Anyway, so to do maybe this has to do with gender roles in the family. I don't know. I've never even listen, Santos. Honestly, I'd never even like gender roles. And nowadays, too many genders for my liking here in the West. Ugh. But okay, well, let's see what you got to say. Okay, panda, panda. I love pandas. Westerners ruin women's values no matter where the woman is from. Just and oh yeah. Okay, that's it. I did. No, sorry about that. Okay. Comment her comment. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Sorry about that. I did. Mm-hmm. Happiness is the object and designs of our existence and will be an end thereof. If the quality for this wickedness was never happiness. Nah, I know. Travel in life, not through it as a tourist. And I experienced it all. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Live your life and don't concentrate on materialistic things. What find something that makes you happy. Like to me, what makes me happy is to have a peace of mind. I'm no longer in an abusive relationship. I got out of there. I'm happy. I starting to realize my potential because I was put down all the time that I'm ugly, I'm just bad, and I'm not good at anything. My food sucks, which is it was just to hurt my feelings because my food is I know, but so what makes me happy? What makes me happy is reading, cooking, cleaning. Going for walks. Yes, going to symphonies. Just experiencing life, and and what the thing is, just okay, because I'm glad I grew up in Ukraine. I'm glad I grew up poor. I'm glad because of all of that has molded me into the person that I am today. I'm not materialistic, material things don't mean anything to me, because like I said, all it takes, well, a fire in your house, you don't have it insured, you missed a payment on insurance, boom, everything is freaking gone. I've moved so many times in my life. I've had shitty roommates that stole things from me. I've had shitty friends that stole things from me. I've had a shitty ex that stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from me. And if I were too attached to those things, then I would just be miserable for the rest of my life. But no, because there are better things in life. I'm happy. I woke up. I feel great. Okay. Um, I'm healthy. I go for swims. That kind of stuff makes me happy. And I know that a lot of Ukrainian women are just happy in this way. They just want to have just steady life, having being just being in a relationship, in a healthy relationship where the person is mentally stable, that wants the same things that you want in life. Some people want kids, some people don't want kids. It depends on what you want out of life. And then I'm telling you, it's there's a saying in Russian, for every product there is a consumer, and that's true. Yeah, some people think, oh, I'm too fat, nobody likes me, blah blah blah. And some people like men, some men like chubby chicken, chubby women, chubby chasers. Some women like dad bods, like that body. Some like tall, some like short. Everybody's got their kink. Okay. Because if everybody had the same, like, oh, I just want my woman to have this waist and these kind of boobs, then everybody would be the same. Everybody would want the same thing, then the life would be boring. This world would be boring. This is why God created us different. Not there's no such a thing as exactly the same two people. Even identical twins, they not necessarily think alike. I've watched some documentaries where some twins marry another set of twins, and other twins they marry completely opposite. So there's no perfection. There's perfection and there's beauty, but it's in the eyes of the beholder. So to some women, if they look at my man, they'll be like, I don't care. To me, he's the most beautiful man on this planet. And I don't care even if Brad Pitt would be like, "Hey, what's up?" I'd be like, "Yeah, no, no, thanks." Plus, he's not my type anyway. So, point being is that once you figure out what you want in life, how you want to live it, and thrive, and yes, and be happy in life, that's when you become attractive to people. When you have some mental issues, you're never happy with stuff, even though you have a lot of things, it shows when you're miserable. No matter how much makeup you put on, no matter what outfits you wear, when you're miserable, it shows. When you have no confidence, it shows. I cannot stress this enough, and you can always improve yourself, guys. Okay, it's not that hard. You can put your mind to it. Everybody is capable of doing pretty much anything. Maybe not fly, okay, but within realistic hmm, boundaries, I guess. Like anybody, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. I strongly believe in it. Okay, I can see somebody who's mentally challenged becoming an astronaut. Okay, yes, it's again exceptions, but most things in life you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Especially living in the West. I understand living somewhere in some third world country where you don't have the opportunity to grow. Okay, you just live in a dump. So yes, I understand. But when you live in this here in the West, you have endless opportunities. You can get a loan in the bank. Like in Ukraine, if you want to buy a house, I mean, maybe nowadays it's like, but before you had to have money. There's no such thing as credit. So my point being is like your happiness depends on you. And yes, once you meet the love of your life, and you before you even get serious, you need to sit down and figure out what are both of your goals. Okay, and you might not even have the same goals at the beginning, but then you two meet and you fall in love, and you do have a lot in common. But you might, maybe he doesn't want to have kids, she wants to have kids, and then you meet, and then you really fall in love, you really hit it off, and she's nice, you love her, she loves you, and then you might change your mind and be like, well, maybe I do want to have a child with this woman. I don't blame guys that don't want to have kids with women nowadays, because first of all, it's so freaking crazy. Statistically, in us alone, 40% of men that go to get DNA test done on the child in the marital dispute, 40% of those men are not the fathers. So yeah, I mean, if I was the guy, first of all, I'd probably just get snipped, because that thing is reversible, so you can get reattached later on. I would not want to get a woman pregnant, not no. And then just find out, and there's some men that raise kids. Again, I told the story that the judge was married to a woman, to his wife for over 50 years, found out both of his children are not his, and not just not his, they're two different fathers. I watched a divorce court not too long ago. The guy also was married to a woman 60 some years, right? Old, right? And then he finally he had it in his heart, he didn't believe that the kids were his. So yeah, at the end of his life, he took his wife to court. He got the DNA test done, and none of his three kids were his. Not one. Three kids, and he raised them. He's got grandchildren, great grandchildren. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't blame. But anyway, let's see. Santos never discussed. Okay. Oh yes. Okay, Santos. Let's see. Should a man be quite transparent with his partner about how much money he makes? I don't see the reason why you should. With the partner, no. With the wife, yes. Partner, no. Why? Why do you need to tell them how much you make? Like, once you really get serious, right? When you know that you're gonna get married, first of all, I recommend to everyone to do the credit check on your potential spouse. Okay, I highly recommend that, because I just recently found out a few years ago that here in the West, if you marry, you can marry into a lot of money, but you can also marry into a debt. So you can marry a woman that, yes, she has a education, she's got PhD, but she's got $300,000 debt, her student loan debt, and if you get married to her, that becomes your debt. So hello, yes, credit check. I mean, I know I know if I were to get married to my man, well, I first of all, I know he's clean cut, he's got a good credit, but I still probably would want to, not like, again, me and my man connect on so many levels that I don't doubt him for a second. But I also know, I know this guy. He he was dating this girl, and he's like, she had money, because she had a rich mom or something. Mom passed away, left her a condo, and he's thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry her because she's got so much money, she's got money, blah blah blah, even though she treated him like shit. Anyway, fast forward a year, he got married to her, and found out that she is over $580,000 in debt. The condo got repossessed because she couldn't pay for it. And then they ended up moving into his parents' basement because he was an idiot. Okay. And I told him, I'm like, listen, buddy, I mean, she just sounds too good to be true. But then I've met her and I could smell that, like this wretched. Ugh. Anyway, I knew she was a liar, and I didn't want to get involved because he's not like he was my best friend. I'm like, whatever you decide. He's like, oh yeah, and the crazy part is that he didn't even love her, right? Because he was thinking, oh, I'm gonna cash in. See, this is what happens when you try to scam, because sometimes karma will punish you before this even happens, okay? Before you even do something stupid. But hey, you make your own bed, right? So sleep in it. Like nobody forced him to marry her, and now I don't know. I haven't talked to him in many many years. I don't give a crap. My income is high, six figure, and savings greater. Well, you know what? Keep it to yourself, Panda. Keep it to yourself. Don't listen. And the thing is, how do you think rich people become rich? Unless they're born into it, but then they don't know the value of the dollar. They become they just don't know the value of the dollar. They're and the parents usually, when they're that successful, they have all these nannies, this, that, they don't really pay attention to the kids, and they try to buy their kids love instead of spending time with them, and teaching them how to live life. They just buy them anything. Oh well, I'm absent, so here's some money. You go buy yourself whatever makes you happy, right? That's the Western mentality as well, to me. Uh anyway, so crap, where was it going with this? Let me just have a sip of coffee and think about this. Mm. Yeah, so yeah, back to high six figure. Yes, you tell your wife that, but don't you, why would you want to tell, especially in the beginning of the relationship, and if you tell a woman, yeah, I make that much. It, First of all, I hate men. I don't want to say hate. It's such a strong feeling. I don't, but I kind of despise men when they go on a date, or like they're interested in you, and they lead with the money, how much I'm making. It's a turn off for me, because first that comes to my mind is like, you are used to purchasing things, okay? And a lot of women, when the guy goes, oh yeah, I make that much, gold diggers will jump on it and use and abuse you. Use you for money. Yes, they'll be nice to you, sweet, be the eye candy, blah blah blah, milk you, and as soon as you run out of money, next. And even you don't even have to run out of money. As soon as they meet somebody who makes more than you, you're done. She's done with you. So, and I know that rich people that worked hard for their money, I've never seen a super. I mean, I've met super rich people. I've been around super rich, but you can never tell that they're super rich because they don't wear, like, I only see these low lives that take out all the cash out of their bank account to go to a club to show off, blah, make it rain, blah blah blah, you know, and wearing these Gucci's and these gold chains, and like people that show off too much, they're usually broke. They usually don't have the money. They just that's all for show. Really rich people, like, look at Bill Gates. Like, if you didn't know what Bill Gates looked like, if you've never seen him before, if you saw him on the street, you would never guess he's a multi-billionaire. Hello. So, all these flashy things is just it. There's a Russian cartoon when I was growing up, but this crow would take um peacock's feathers and start sticking it into her, thinking that she can become as beautiful as a peacock. No, you can put all the stuff on you when you're ugly on inside. Doesn't matter how much money you have, you're still ugly. Okay, so yes, okay. Never discuss, provide. Tech provision, true love matters. Exactly. Stoicism. Yes, I'm so into stoicism. Yes. And actually, my boyfriend introduced me to it. Okay. Do Ukrainian ladies generally not like if a man had already many exes? Hmm. Well, if you had too many, and it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. If you have too many exes, there's something wrong with you. Why you had so many exes and you never settled down with one? And it's not everybody else. It's you. It's you. No matter how you want to twist it. Oh, but they used me. Oh, but they did this to me. Well, you let them use you. Like seriously, I mean, I get passionate about talking about this, and then I need to watch what I say, okay? Because it's internet. People get offended and cry. Okay, so anyway, point being is yeah, if you have many exes, like obviously there's like my advice to everyone, like I decided for myself I want to be happy, and I started making myself happy because I evaluated my life. I saw things that made me very unhappy. I got out of that situation and I'm happy within myself. So I can make my man happy right now, right? And but so I'm unsettled, okay? I'm not going anywhere from him. He's not going anywhere from me, and that's bottom line. But people, I see a lot that they just jump from one relationship into another. They just don't even take a break or rebound, oh, my feelings are hurt. Oh, let me just move on to the next person, right? Maybe they'll make me happy. Again, it does not work this way. It doesn't work this way. No matter how you want to twist it, whatever. I know this. I know this from my own freaking experience. So yeah, if you have too many exes, like, and depends on how old you are too. If you're like in your 60s, yes, I would understand that you might have more exes than a 25-year-old. Just makes sense. But nowadays it looks like in this more modern society, it's like, okay, this guy, and I noticed that a lot of people nowadays, they don't even try hard for the relationship to work. So they just kind of like, oh well, especially women in the West, they're just well, because they have all this Instagram and Facebook or whatever the heck they TikToks crap. Anyway, so and then they have all these simps, oh, you're so beautiful, oh my god, queen, blah, 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 but it's bullshit. Anyway, so some women are like, well, if you don't make me happy, if you don't buy me this, if you don't buy me that, then I'm gonna move right next. There's somebody better, and that's the mentality that I see in Western women, that while they're with the man, they're still searching for someone better, for someone richer, for someone with a bigger, I don't know, dick or six, someone better. They, this is the Western mentality. It's never enough. It's never enough with you guys. You just don't. Why? Why can't you just love someone for who they are? Work together on your both of your happiness. But that's my opinion, okay? Whoever's like having feelings about me saying how I feel, or how I think, you can go, and basically that's pretty much it. Because I feel the way I feel, and I know, because it's not like I was born yesterday, okay? I've lived my life, lived half of a century almost, well, soon to be. My time flies so fast. Like I said, it's like yesterday I was 5 years old. Anyway, Ukraine dating. Hello from Norway. Hello. I'm Zhenya. Yeah, not Yenya, but yeah, is a gold digger woman born like that or is learned? Well, hello. Um, well, honestly, that's I want to. Some will learn, but who do they really learn from? They learn from their surroundings, from their parents, how they're raised. You know, if you're if you're not a really good person in life, it's mainly based on how you were raised. If not mainly, it's based on how you were raised. No matter how you flip it, okay, you were not loved enough, you were not disciplined enough, because I know in the West you guys don't like to discipline kids. You just let them do whatever the heck they want. Like, I go to Walmart, this kid is screaming, throwing shit around. Like, this kind of things don't happen in Ukraine. Hello, like, I mean, I remember, no, my dad would give me a beating on my life if I just even start. Like, I never knew what a tantrum was until I came here. I've never had one before, and I've never seen people experiencing tantrums. But holy crap, phew, yeah. Anyway, okay, so Santos has a good question about multiple divorces. I'm 3 times, and now, and wow, that was a very painful experience. Well, maybe you should stop getting married. um, I don't know. It sounds like I don't know, Panda. I don't know anything about you, but it sounds like you are a traditional man, and you thought that marrying is the right thing to do. But nowadays, you gotta be very careful whom you marry, and then it is a painful experience. I mean, when my dad left, and I was not married to him, I was a kid. I saw my mom in so much pain, and it hurt me so much, and it hurt me that he left. And I can only imagine what you're going through. And I'm thinking, since you said high six-figure salary, I'm pretty sure that you're still paying alimony and child support or whatnot to all three of your wives, unless you were smart enough to sign a prenup. But that's just anyway. Are you okay? Let's see. Are Ukrainian ladies okay with living with a man without getting married? Well, I lived with one for 15 years, but I didn't. I never wanted to get married to him. Nope. I. Mm, no, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Ukrainian women want to get married. Okay. Okay. What is this? Cheap views on. I don't know what that means, but okay. Thank you for that, whoever you are. If it's something pump licks shop, I don't know. IT, whoever's watching over, check this stuff out. If not, block this person, please. I never told a Brazilian mother what I have. My Ukrainian grandfather. Oh, okay, you're from Ukraine. Okay. I mean, Odessa. I've been to Odessa. It's a beautiful place. Always said never tell a woman what you have until you are married. Don't. Yes. Yes. See, your grandpa was a very wise man, and that's true. And just it just goes same. Well, for women, if a woman is rich, if she's making a lot of money, CEO, I mean, if I had a lot of money, I probably wouldn't. I not probably. I would not even tell a soul if I had the money. Maybe I do have now, but you don't know about it. No, no. But because if you tell them like if I mean you could, but this would you can't tell, and you can not tell. I think if you tell them straight up, and the woman, the gold digger is gonna, you will tell, you will see right away. And the woman that doesn't care about the money be like, okay, thanks for the info. What do I got to do with it now? That's fine. Yeah, I suggest you guys don't talk about your person, how much you make. No, if you have a nice car, yeah, that's fine. Have a nice, yeah. If she asks you how much you make, red flag, red freaking flag right there. If a woman asks you how much you make, how much money you make, leave. Leave. Especially in the very begin, like in the very beginning of the relationship. I understand, yes, once you decide, okay, we want to move in together, we want to we want to eventually get married, you propose to her, yes, then you guys, like I said, do the criminal check. I mean, the criminal. Actually, criminal check it wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. But do a credit check. See, she might have a PhD and be $500,000 in debt. So, yeah. Anyway, you guys, I got a jet. I have things to do. I'm working on my new art project. Now that I got all these art supplies, I'm so excited. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I will play the video here for you, the last one again. If I find it, where is it? Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm always so excited to see you guys, or to see myself, I guess, and talk to myself, but you guys listening. And anyway, I really, really enjoy it, and I hope you have a wonderful day and have a good weekend. Hopefully, nice weather wherever you are. It's kind of crappy here, but who cares? I got things to do. Okay, you guys.
This channel is designed to help you with this colossal decision that you are entertaining, looking at, which is, hey, I know you're done with dating in the West. Let's not even go there. Old story. But the question you're asking yourself is, are pastures possibly greener elsewhere on this beautiful planet of ours? Yes, the answer is yes. How do I know? I was in your very shoes, just a number of years ago. Now I'm happily married to my soulmate, my best friend, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, and life couldn't be better. But you gotta play your cards right, as anything in life. There's a few paths to success, and the rest of them are paths to failure. So to join for 30 days and do unlimited video dating for free, all you do is fill out the form in the description below this video, and Bob's your uncle. You can date them. Traditional women for 30 days on video right here, completely free, no obligation, no credit card, no nothing. The other thing that you really want to check out is if you're wondering, how do women rate you? First, Western women. What's your SMV, your sexual market value score? Your score from 1 to 10. How do Slavic women, traditional women, rate you? Is it any different? Here's a tip. Most guys get between a 1 to 3 point bump in their score from Western to Slavic. Why? Because they're traditional values. Now, the caveat here is if you're a serious guy, right? You're looking for love and marriage. If you're looking at playing the field, well, no, your SMV will go down. Then you can calculate your probability of marriage with a Slavic woman. And finally, you can calculate your maximum realistic, keyword, realistic age gap with a Slavic woman. All of those are on my calculator, yoursmv.com. Thanks very much. Please subscribe to the channel, share the videos, and share the love.
All right. And again, I went overboard today. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. And I'll be back next Saturday, as always, 10 o'clock Mountain Time. I will join Irina tomorrow just to see, support her and chit chat with you guys. If you want to come at the same time and see Irina's podcast, I'll be visiting as well. Anyway, good day to everyone. Have a happy weekend and happy life. Find your happiness.